You know that feeling when you're good at something nobody asked you to be good at? When the thing that lights you up doesn't show up on any resume, any application, any list of real skills? In 2084, that question isn't hypothetical anymore. It's the only question that matters. By now, the three engines have been humming for decades. AI thinks for us. Robots build for us. Fusion energy powers it all, clean and virtually free. Nobody pays rent. Nobody skips meals. The old work-earned-spend cycle broke a long time ago, like a birdcage that just rusted open. Kesso Kafer is 19. Raised by the foster system, shuffled between 6 homes before the foundation guaranteed him a place of his own at 16. Food, housing, healthcare, education, all covered, like tap water. He finished his civic service early. Technically, he's retired. At 19, everyone around him seems to know what they want. Researchers heading up to the orbital labs, engineers bound for the lunar grid, artists with residencies in zero-gravity studios. They've all got purpose stamped on their faces. Cass has something else, a notebook full of drawings nobody asked for. See, Cass draws structures, not on a screen, by hand. Load-bearing joints, stress points, the invisible architecture that keeps things from falling down. He's been doing it since he was 8. Copying the bones of bridges from library books in his third foster home. Nobody taught him. Nobody certified him. The AI can design a bridge in 4 seconds. Kes just sees how things hold together. Here's his problem. In a world where 90% of life is guaranteed, the foundation handles all of that. The remaining 10% is where people push themselves because they want to. That's the ascent. You earn your way in through contribution. But who decides that Kess's obsessive hand-drawn structural sketches count as contribution? Who decides what counts as work? 3 years ago, Kess told his civic service mentor that hand-drawing would matter again someday, that the AI's designs were structurally perfect but missed something human intuition could catch. She laughed. Not cruelly. Just the way people laugh at predictions that sound like wishes. Then, last Tuesday, a microfracture appeared in the elevator's lower tether housing. The AI's diagnostic flagged it as a 0.03% anomaly, within tolerance. Kess saw the maintenance report on a public terminal. He opened his notebook. He'd drawn that exact joint 6 months ago, sketched it because something about the geometry bothered him. His drawing predicted the fracture. Exactly. The engineering team pulled up his sketches, compared them to the AI's models. The AI had optimized for material efficiency. Kess had optimized for something it couldn't name, a feel for how metal wants to move under stress. The kind of intuition you build by drawing 10,000 joints by hand, the way a violinist builds intuition by playing 10,000 scales. The diversity guard, the independent councils that verify whether someone's contribution genuinely matters, reviewed his work. Structural engineers in Sao Paulo, an AI safety team in Helsinki, a craft guild in Kyoto that still builds wooden temples without nails. They all agreed. Kess had caught what the algorithm missed. His prediction wasn't a fluke. It was a skill. Kess didn't become special because the system told him he was. He was already special. He'd just been waiting in a cage with the door open, not sure he was allowed to fly. And maybe that's the real fear lurking underneath all of this. Not that equality makes nobody special, but that we might not recognize what's special until someone almost gets hurt. Who decides what counts as work? In Kess's world, the answer isn't a boss or a market or an algorithm. It's proof, verified by people different enough from each other that no single bias can survive the review. The foster kid with the notebook just earned his first real impact. Not because he fit the system, because the system was built to find him. That's a world worth building. One where the thing that makes you different isn't a liability, it's the whole point. That's Unscarcity. If Kess's story sounds impossible, the math says otherwise. The AI at Unscarcity. AI has read the whole book. Ask it anything. And if you want the full blueprint, the book is waiting at Unscarcity. AI or on Amazon.